secret. And now another South American opponent, this time coming from North America's side. It's Complexity, who have just looked stellar at this tournament so far, and AJG striking first for Complexity.
Drops was close, almost got there in the middle of the box. You can see Brad just trying to throw Raiseball off the scent and drops. He's trying to get CRR out of the box to take away the passing option. Unfortunately,
scoring a lot of the Complexity goals. And now CRR again strikes, and it's off the post. This one dangerously bouncing at the top of the box. AJG wants to keep it going. A rally off the back wall. Raiseball's shot is deflected, but it goes in for Complexity.
Willing to take some risks, but they couldn't get the ball to the safety of the corner. It kept falling into the middle. It just allowed too strong of a Complexity attack. They're able to shoot it.
Crew sent everything at the Complexity defense and still came up with nothing.
Really good idea from Trevino, though. There's another demo, and this one just has to go middle. That's the right idea. Beautiful pass, and it will make its way through. They got one demo in the net. You knew there was all that open space in the middle, and they found it.
Finally a crack here on the Complexity's defense. Trevino, a light touch out to the box, and AJG stretching out to get there. Raiseball, 10 seconds left. Complexity looking to hold on here in game one. Trevino, is there any magic left for Crew? Brad into the air. Demo comes out.
They got it. They got it.
On front of the net. It'll pop in for Trevino. We're going to overtime.
Oh, it was so tight. You didn't know if it was going to get all the way there. It's that short little pop from Brad. Look at the flip reset. And hang on. We're not done. We got a little work left to do.
On the goal line. Complexity not done. Raiseball denied initially. The pass over to CRR. To the backboard it goes. AJG, the pass back to CRR. Oh, it's beautiful from Complexity as they take game one.
How do you stop this one? This one's hard off that right side. And AJG, you're thinking maybe towards the backboard, maybe the top left corner. No one's thinking about the dump back across the box.
Relive their aggression from game one. Raiseball, good touch. Demo comes out. Whoa, Trevino and CRR almost getting the angle. Here comes AJG. Wow. It was wide open. Everyone was taken out of the play.
It's amazing that this even works because you don't know. You have to see, did they actually pinch it or what? Either way, Raiseball recognizing CRR. Honestly, big double commit there in the corner.
As CRR.
Yeah, gotta keep them honest. They demoed that back line. Complexity trying to take away some of that deep support from Crew and maybe catch him on an opening. What?
How did he find that angle? Raiseball. Look at the first touch to set it up. And then a second off the back wall. And if you're the last man, you just
dodge the air dribble bump. So you really want to get that ball going the right way. I think hand the ball off to Brad, let him move it around, and trust Trevino and drops to come through and bang one in.
Oh, CRR will slot it near post. That touch came out with enough space. And Complexity up 3-0.
Forced to drop it back, and Brad, I was just picking him up, but unfortunately misses the need. Well, I don't want to say easy, but misses the bounce.
AJG very calmly is taking a stroll through Crew's side. It's given up. Crew looking for a second touch. Brad, left post, and it'll go in for Crew.
That's just taking what the defense gives you here for your Crew. You see this deep bomb into the corner. Drops was up nice and early. Trevino freezes CRR in the near post. He can't go out and challenge the ball, and you're right. Crew wants to move the ball. How about a nasty pinch pass, and thankfully just off the post if you're a Crew fan. That was going the other way in a hurry.
Oh, big from AJG. Oh my goodness, AJG! Saucing him up in the midfield, and my goodness, look at this fake.
And jump all over that pinch pass down there, and you're right, AJG just put him in a blender, says come take it from me, and they couldn't get it off him.
My goodness. And just like that, Complexity reminds you of who they are. 4-1.
Oh,
CRR has an open net. It's 5 off the kickoff.
Nasty kickoff, unlucky. Kind of got to route this one down if you're Crew and say, all right, fair enough, and just brutal. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. They saw that the ball was going to stay middle. They tried to go right at it. Support for the attack, not necessarily there. It all feels like it's focused into that hard counterattack, and then they just have to reset.
Game 3 certainly feel like a stalemate, but maybe Raiseball can come alive, and the ball comes through for Complexity.
Oh, man. CRR hard flick through one. Finds the open spot on the backboard. Just go get it, El Toro. Give him the horns.
Aside from the Game 2 blowout, it has been a very close affair. CRR pass to Raiseball again. A good dunk. This one coming back down. AJG, no, it was somehow Raiseball backflips into it, and Complexity on top first.
Here's that difference. You see Complexity. They slowed down that counterattack. They were letting that ball roll in the midfield first, and then they're like, okay, how do we string this one together? Up to the sidewall, back. Just limit as much crew mobility as possible.
And now the pace picking up. Complexity. Smell blood in the water. This one over to AJG. Free shot.
Oh, yeah.
Away. Complexity double up.
Swarming crew on defense here. The pressure on the backboard. Brad forced to go cover a ton of ground, and unfortunately, what's that leave? Everything open over the middle. AJG for City.
And a disaster now for crew. You've got to get two just to equal their score. Here's Brad, maybe one. As the demo comes through, I was blinded, I didn't even see it. But what a shot from Brad.
Gotta have to find something, and boy, did they. Huge demo from Drops, actually. Yeah, I was trying to figure out which one of them went.
Knocking at the door, typical double tap, missed opportunity, but it looked good, and they keep pressing forward.
Good touch from apparently Jack. Now a one-on-one against Typical,
my.
and he gets destroyed. Jack gets the first goal.
And of course, it's Abjack. I mean, this man had 100% goal participation against the Falcons. And of course, it's him getting the first goal for Gen G.
You know, I don't expect him to have another input error like that.
Yeah.
We know First Killer more than
Oh,
capable of
do we
doing
know
one
First
spot,
Killer?
for sure.
Yeah.
Jack back, he's got the touch, but a loose ball, and First Killer, there he is.
Indeed, we know this man and what he's capable of. Don't let him heat up at the beginning of a series. Abjack, he's the one who scored the first goal, but he's making the first mistake as well. Doesn't place it.
Missed actually deleted by apparently Jack. First Killer waits, that's a good catch. What's he got here? Nolly sitting up on the wall. First Killer, taking him out, and he bounces off the post. Typical collapse.
And look at the outlets that First Killer can go. You have to respect it if you're Gen G. He could have gone for the midfield pass, but by himself, gets the midair bump. Not remaining in their own half for too long. He got a bump and a follow-up. Ollie's also going to turn early on, get a pass out to Chronic. This man doesn't stop. In rotation, wide open. And Abjack, he's going to finish it.
Abjack gets his second goal, but it's a great setup overall. You see everybody, Jack covering the first option. Mist is coming across. He sees the pass coming through. Typical gives
Third.
a hard shot from Chronic, but not enough to make FaZe jump too far. Oh, what a try from Typical.
Follow up.
Got him to Mist, and Mist gets the lead for FaZe.
Let's talk about staying in rotation. This ball, so many consecutive shots off the crossbar, off the side post, and finally with Mist. Third time block. FaZe Clan bite back.
You do all that work just to go down by one again, and not a lot of time to do it. They try to
big
fake
kickoff.
The touch back to Jack. They're gonna make it work.
Not a good
Chronic
touch.
could not get the touch, like you said. First Killer punishes.
You like the idea off the kickoff. Abjack fakes it, sets up Chronic, but that first touch isn't ideal. Abjack has to recover and just dishes it out into the mid.
End of the ball. FaZe Clan taking control of game one. Clean up these last 10 seconds. Maybe even get a fifth. They send it across, and First Killer.
Certainly
back
get a
over
fifth.
to Typical. FaZe Clan rolling.
Keep it going. FaZe Clan, game one as strong as ever. And talk about a difficult second half. It's amazing to see how these pre-jumps have developed over these seasons. The chemistry, the cohesion has to be spot on. If you're pre-jumping in Chronic, what's another one? Double tap, high in the sky, and he nails it.
He's got a chronic condition of putting the ball in your net, and he nails that double tap. Oh, right underneath the defense. They got a touch on it. For a quick transition.
There's a chance.
Chronic. Oh, missed. He got back in time. Everybody's loaded up. They just couldn't get the ball downfield fast enough. Everyone from FaZe was so
First
far
Killer's
back.
still there.
One demo, two demos! Deletes the entire team. Typical scores.
It cost him an arm and a leg, but First Killer is willing to make that sacrifice. One demoed, two demoed, and the first goal. Double commits from FaZe Clan, still unable to get the second goal. Missed. One demo, looking for a hunt on Nolly, who pre-jumps the save and keeps Gen G in OT, and then a follow-up. The accuracy will come through.
There's a little give and go between First Killer and Abjack. Nolly gets that initial clear. Jack turns around. First Killer dumps the ball out to the corner as Jack is moving forward, thinking he's gonna... Nolly gets a chance at the ball. Goes straight, aggressive. Abjack waiting. And just tried to buy a little bit of time. He didn't really have an angle in. First Killer with no boost. Launches it back downfield for FaZe. And puts it in the net.
And at first, I was actually gonna critique First Killer on rushing this pass, but he knew what he was doing. Saw Chronic in an awkward situation, smacked it off the backboard.
game one. Gen G, they push, they push, they push. They just can't seem to break through that base defensive line. And how about the moves here?
Yeah.
Coming across from Mist. Got the speed, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. FaZe get two.
Mist is living in your own half, outpaces Chronic, then through one simple shot on net, you make Abjack dive at it.
Wins this touch.
Two FaZe players.
Leaves it for Chronic.
Where's the
Nolly
follow-up?
coming in. He's got the shot, but first killer had time to set himself up. Here's another one. Chronic goes low, and here comes another.
Surely this
Nolly
one.
goes left, and he gets the first goal for Gen G.
They keep setting up Nolly, and eventually this man will find the top corner. There it is. Take those shots, because he continued to be late in the rotation, but that third one, he was right on time and right on target. First killer, it's an illusion with Miz, and you don't even have to touch it.
He's a master magician, going up with the fake. Still, oh my God, Miz pulls off arrow.
Oh
back, and
my.
first killer puts it in. Gen G still alive in this game. Had some good pushes. They've had good pressure. Here's the FaZe defense proving to be uber difficult, but they find a way to break through. They get two.
Gen G will not get knocked down. Nolly knows there's still plenty of time, 60 seconds to get going, and that's all him through the corner. You see him.
FaZe first killer, pushing Chronic out. Typical.
That's on target.
The demo opens up the net, but Nolly closes it down. One more chance. He's getting harassed from behind.
Kept it up, though.
Tried the flick, but Miss gets over top of him, puts it in the net, and ensures a FaZe Clan Game 3 victory.
The insurance comes through. Miss is gonna put it away, take one to go, and make Gen G feel that much more humiliated. But we're back down the other end, and how quick does FaZe Clan all three of them get back?
First killer turns, but missed. Got that crucial 50 in front to kill it out to the side. Nolly with a
Nolly.
massive touch.
Hello.
Gen G get the lead.
Welcome back, Nolly. Lovely to have you here. What an early shot. Great speed, that's a tight angle, but
Hits the first one. And actually scoots out real wide here for Gen G. Chronic now off the ceiling. He's got Nolly supporting him, but a save and a little pinch pass. Back to
Oh
Jack.
my goodness.
God, rip that ball to shreds.
he left a dent in this ball after the shot. 42, but that shot was coming in at least. Certainly an aerial game for them that they want to play. The more grounded they are, the harder it's going to be to control Gen G. This one slipped out. First killer, does he have a flip? He's trying to use it, the pass down. It's unbelievable.
Oh, first killer with a triple tap pass. There's the first. There's the second, and he's got one more. Oh my goodness. He's just so disgusting, dude. Still got to get one more. Heavy physical game for FaZe. As we start the back half of game 4. Pass to Nolly. Nolly wants the second.
Fake.
Jack off the bar and in. They're slicing him up.
FaZe Clan have to respect Nolly. He's been hitting these all series long, but he floats behind it. The illusion cannot turn back. Gen G are operating at their highest peak at the moment.
Straight down again, Gen G keeping the pressure, getting another goal. They would not let the ball go, and they get their fourth.
I mean, can you blame FaZe Clan for not reading that pass from Chronic? He's coming from the left side of the...
Letting Gen G know they don't care they're down by 3 with less than a minute. They're still coming for your net.
That was such a speedy shot too. My neck broke trying to keep up with it.
Oh,
Abjack, a double tap.
Oh!
Nolly stole it, but Abjack earned it.
Nolly just throws himself up. He says, "I'm here."
Yeah, thank you very much.
Jack, hit
You worked hard, but I'm there.
What is Rocket?
Just now, how much they've improved in this split over the season. Their chance to take down Gen G on an international stage.
Winner takes this to match point. Another pass in front, Miss scores! Winning the kickoff, picking up the goal.
And I wanted to see more from him. He must have heard because he's coming out swinging. Abjack, not even a touch on that challenge. First killer is so quick to get it out.
Miss doing a lot to break through the Gen G line, but there was really nowhere for FaZe to pick. Even though he cleared the path, now another path gets cleared. For first kill, Miss backed up.
What is that pass?
Connection secured.
How often are we seeing these mechs out of Mist? I want to see more of it. Flip reset from the ceiling to get it over to first.
Nice little pass from Miss. Gen G just haven't even had a chance at the net.
And I remember, Jordan, we were talking about that change in play style from FaZe Clan.
Uh-oh.
First killer, what more do you have for us? It's the third one.
He's got another double tap. First killer and missed. Missed forces the touch from Chronic out into space. Nolly sees that apparently Jack is frozen in net, so he comes. Leave it for Gen G. Now a quick transition. Chronic, he's been quiet since game 2.
Yeah.
Hasn't gotten much done for Gen G. And that one in front again. FaZe Clan with first killer, 4 goals.
Typical. He's in the backfield trying to disturb you, be a nuisance, takes out Nolly, and they are running away.
For FaZe.
Yeah.
Like missed, right? He set up the 50 into a bump, into, okay, I got a double tap pass out, and now Typical drills through on a 50, bumps the other guy out, and FaZe are doing a victory
What
lap
is
around
going on?
Wasteland Night right now.
They're just draining all of the energy out of Gen G. Chronic, that's such a rushed touch. He's feeling the pressure of the first 4 goals. Will slip in. Gen G, they've certainly got their work cut out for them. 5-0.
Oh, Typical wins another touch. Is that a 6th
Is it
goal
big?
coming? It
It's
is.
big.
First killer puts in another goal. And I mean, they're not dead yet, but I mean, jeez.
And I said, Jorby, this is normally when FaZe Clan would have struggled historically. Maybe we talk about and will now put us on match point for the semifinals. The complexity are waiting.
An impressive game for FaZe, a statement game for FaZe.
There it is.
And Gen
That's
G
what I
setting
wanted.
up the Brazil as we got 56 seconds left until we move on to Neo Tokyo. FaZe Clan fully in control.
Setting up the Brazil indeed, but still getting 1 goal to snap yourself out.
Look at Chronic's out here. Decent first touch. You know, Liquid, they have just been dominating the offensive stats in this tournament so far. This one dunks right in front of the net, and it's Exotic who will put it away for K-Corp.
And talk about that dunk. This one at midfield, Oski trying to pass across, and then I believe that was a Chronic who didn't even flip into that challenge.
Was there, James, we talked about it. You've got to convert, though, and that's hard against this K-Corp squad.
Hard, I don't know if that word does it justice.
Oh, my.
Maybe it's impossible. Vatira with the air dribble bump play.
And this one felt like 15 seconds in the air from Vatira, and he gets a bump through 2, and then it comes off the backside of his car. They're not letting Liquid out, not for free at least.
Vatira to a flip reset.
Oh my.
Does get a dunk. Awkward ball.
man.
Itachi overpowers Team Liquid on the goal line.
And you could feel that one coming the second he got that dunk. It was coming straight down. It's so hard for a Chronic to get the read on it. And K-Corp just have to crash.
Team Liquid, an offensive team, so much firepower, but they have been stopped in their tracks, and now
No one's home.
open net for Itachi, and he scores it.
Nobody back for Team Liquid, and why? The challenge game from K-Corp is just too strong. Exotic wins the challenge and then flicks it over the first man, and he opens up the backfield.
Only one team can come out on top. So far, it's been all Carmine Corp. And Corelli, they are looking like they're outclassing Team Liquid right now. It's Exotic. A goal!
Just making it look easy, and he goes right around the pawns in front of him. Oski trying to whip around to get there, but a double tap to push it through. And
Team Liquid still have not scored yet.
That is unprecedented, James, here. In game 2, game 1 being outscored. Hold on, there we go. Oski able to put it away. K-Corp very lackadaisical defensively there.
And you can see Exotic a bit awkward, trying to bring it
he
down.
hit him.
Actually ran into Itachi, so that was not the prettiest we've seen.
A little bit of a head scratcher, but you see why. K-Corp running into each other, and Liquid will take it. They've got 2 minutes on the clock, and they need 3 more.
Chronic, patient, but Vatira outlasts him.
And how did Vatira push this one through? The last man didn't even make contact. Vatira really making a Chronic think about it. And he got a piece of it, but it just wasn't. And this one comes cleanly off, but not far enough. A Chronic has to race back, and again, Team Liquid denied off the backboard, and K-Corp turned it around on him.
Oh, and that's a side flip from a Chronic. It leads the net wide open yet again. 6-1, Carmine Corp are smashing Team Liquid.
They are throttling them in game 2.
Team Liquid, they at least get one, but this game has been all Carmine Corp. Pure domination.
Oh,
Another Vatira! He'll get a hat trick, and he'll complete the Brazil.
I know that's the 7th goal, but look how strong Vatira is, pushing through the last man. And K-Corp, 7.
The past 2 majors, Team Liquid fell to the eventual major winner. And that might be some foreshadowing here if K-Corp can keep going. And 6 seconds in, K-Corp scores again.
And that's probably the best thing you can do if you're a team coming off a timeout that you didn't call. Immediately score, put them back in the dirt.
And this is where this young Team Liquid team will truly be tested. Exotic, the dunk, another goal! Back down the hatches, Carmine Corp are storming!
All smiles on the K-Corp side. Team Liquid struggling to stop the...
There's a demo from behind. A Chronic will get support. Atto has Oski waiting in the middle. There's the demo attempt, but Itachi had to play red. Right back.
Oh, he snuck it in.
Oski slips it in near post.
Just snuck out the back door with it. And you can see the bump attempt here on Exotic. He actually got him. And Itachi's touch was not good enough. And somehow,
Itachi passes. 0 boost. Exotic will lob it up. Oski taps it back down, but 2 go. Open net, and it's good. Vatira score.
And where was Team Liquid on this?
I mean, they double commit. Oski taps it. A Chronic.
No boost. He just picked up the 100. He went to the corner. There's no one home.
But a big booming clear will buy some time.
Liquid have got to get their offense going. That's a good second touch. Follow-up is there from a Chronic. Anto's trying to get around to it. It comes back down to a Chronic. And Team Liquid within 1.
And the physical play is starting to work for Team Liquid. You see Atto, you see a Chronic, both staying in the play, threatening the bumps, waiting.
In this semifinal, we're waiting for Team Liquid to heat up. And maybe it's this game 3. Or maybe it's K-Corp who's attacking again. Vatira looking for 2, drops it down, away from the defense, and K-Corp responds.
Obliteration by Vatira. A Chronic too slow. And that is trying to get creative. You see using the fake, finding the ball over to a Chronic. Or Chronic flip reset off the backboard. Itachi pops it up in a panic. We'll get another touch. Team Liquid collapsing. Team Liquid score.
Finally breaking down the K-Corp defense. You can see all 3 of K-Corp going after that first ball, and Exotic trying to cover the back wall, but Otto putting it
Matters into his own hands. So many instances in this game. You can see his composed gameplay, slowing it down, going for mind games, going for the physical play. Now off the ceiling. He drives it all the way.
Here comes Team Liquid, and it's the solo play. All 3 of K-Corp was in front of him, and the chances of that one going in, James, with the way the pass over to Vatira, but he doesn't connect.
Vatira on low boost, was just trying to put that towards the net. Couldn't do it. Itachi getting some backup. Now Oski. Oh! Vatira wastes no time.
He says, that's it, you're done. 24 seconds in, it's mine. And K-Corp, they've been tested. Another shot, testing Itachi, and he's able to turn it away.
You saw Atto looking for a redirect. Now chance again.
He got it!
Breaks through. Team Liquid break through the blue wall.
A minute and 18 on the clock. And Liquid punching through. Itachi was diving across, and Exotic backflipping. Not enough to...
Now up, Oski will center it. Atto off the ceiling.
Another one.
Flip reset. Couldn't get much on the shot. And now, that one on target. It is! Exotic ties it up late.
It went from a brilliant chance from Oski, being flipped on the head, and then back the other way. He splits the 2 defenders, and Exotic finds the equalizer with 31.
Trying to bump Oski off the ball and did so. Exotic, so patient, but Atto powers through. Now the pinch. Back down the sideline, a Chronic. Beat out, but Oski will go for that. Oh! And Vatira! He wasn't in position! Team Liquid! That was a struggle, but they come out on top!
Off the crossbar and in, you can see Vatira, he just crept up.
Red. Itachi swooping around for that boost. Boost greater than fall in that moment. A game possession away to Team Liquid. Now the pass out to Apto! And Apto will capitalize!
Another lead for Team Liquid, and we know how that ended up. And a great touch from Oski. Perfectly placed, and Exotic just couldn't get there. Looking for two, and again denied. Team Liquid trying to threaten again, and K-Corp somehow up for every ball.
Oh, and Exotic sneaks it in! Exotic is stepping up for K-Corp, this time finds Vatira.
And it's so smooth from Exotic. Taking his time to get to the back wall, behind the ball to push it out. Eyes are found for K-Corp.
A much-needed goal. Team Liquid on a tear, and the patience there from Vatira. Itachi right to net, over the shoulder save from Apto. Exotic hammers it in!
K-Corp off the kickoff. Vatira gets a couple of fakes and got a Chronic to bite. And Team Liquid did their best. They got a piece of it, but it still dropped in front of the net.
Got slightly bumped, and that slowed his approach on the ball. Now Vatira launching towards the backboard. A Chronic will beat the first attacker. Oski, the pass, bang! The 1-2 play from Team Liquid.
And look how fast they strike off their own back wall. The perfect pass. And slotted away, Team Liquid.
That's only 6 boosts at the start of that touch. Double tap off the ground from Itachi. A Chronic was waiting. Full boost now off the ceiling. He's
Got options. He's there.
And the passing from Team Liquid proves to be superior.
It's the way they're going to win this series, James. What a pass. Over to us. Possession. They've got Liquid in a tough spot. Low boost for every player at the moment. Itachi to the sky. It's tough for Liquid to challenge here. Vatira, double tap, flip reset. Can he put it away? Oh, he's too good! That is insane, James!
Vatira has gone mad! That was unreal! The flip reset double.
That man is unbelievable. 1-0 for K-Corp. Maybe
Itachi,
two.
inspired by Vatira, gets another!
K-Corp are sailing away. Game 6, and it's 2-0. Spectacular sights. Coming out from under to make the save, and a 3-0 lead would be devastating for Team Liquid. Exotic not done with the Liquid defense. The shot off the post. Itachi's there, off the crossbar. It goes in. 3-0 for K-Corp.
The ball pinballing around, eventually finding its way into the net. Oski, a brave effort. You can see getting multiple. The flip reset, not in the cards. Now Oski, airborne, trying to pass that out middle. Vatira with a tip. That one hammered in, and we've got a ball game.
The first step in this comeback in Game 6, and Team Liquid breaking through, and it was a poor touch from Vatira as a Chronic was there to just jump all over. Big save as Liquid trying to get back.
Vatira going for net. No one's
He got him.
Vatira! That one appears to be the dagger, Corelli. Everyone out. The overcommit. A Chronic caught out in no man's land.
Go back to his first goal. He took over. Here, the fourth goal. He takes over. It's looking bleak, but maybe an opportunity. K-Corp just have to lock it down. The grand finals await. And Exotic, maybe a fifth. Flip reset. Oh, yes, sir. Exotic through, and it's 5-1.
You can drive, but you can't hide from K-Corp.
Excellence is required.
Victory lap on the streets of Neo Tokyo. They were undoubtedly the best team in Europe, came in as the #1 seed, and will be cementing their place in the final.
And another blowout game for K-Corp, just to make sure, if you didn't see the one earlier, you're getting it now in Game 6.
And this coming off the timeout to see the quality of Team Liquid. Team Liquid even fighting back 2 games, overtime winners. But then K-Corp turns it up to yet another level. They get a Brazil again.
The crowd erupting with blue. And for good reason. My goodness. If it wasn't 7-1, we'd be going crazy.
Finally breaks that ice and gets down the other side.
Some trouble for FaZe. Getting downfield. First killer will try again. Going for the bump. He loves going for those against Gen G, and they missed. He hits the double tap.
Are we even surprised at this point? Mist continues to be clutch. You give him backboard space, and he's gonna make you pay.
Doesn't even matter. You get the demo to try to push FaZe off on offense, and you still lose the touch.
Great recognition, understanding your teammate got taken out the play.
Oh.
And you keep it pushing. CRR, he's pushing for the first goal, and he gets it.
Of course, CRR, performing all tournament, gets a great first touch here around First Killer. First Killer trying to read that, trying to meet CRR on his catch, but he literally weaved his way around him. FaZe swarm in the corner, but CRR's got full control. Now in front of it, he's been conducting this game
Final 10.
And First Killer trying to keep them alive. One more. Leaves
He got the ball.
Oh, he did it again!
5 on the clock. Better late than never. And First Killer flip, reset, bump on Raise Bull.
Some time to think as he moves his way towards Raise Bull. The shot, left side save. Pinched off the post by Mist, and Stipical gets the follow.
Nick Costello still in the net.
Oh, he missed!
He misses the flip. He thought he had a chance. He thought he could creep out.
AJG, the thief in the night, punches it in reverse and absolutely bamboozles Stipical.
They don't ever have players downfield. I think that last game might have shocked them a bit. Confidence depleted. And now they're getting bumped. And that's also a cool bump. A team bump from FaZe Clan. He got bumped into his other play. If you pay attention right now, Typical got hit all the way into Mist. He's trying to recover, and Raisel turns around, sees a wide open goal.
This time gets a demo.
And another big clear, though.
Field clear.
Nobody's downfield. They can't even get up.
Here they go, a chance for Typical. Reset, a slow one.
Wow.
And he gets dunked. AJG does. Mist ties it up.
It's one transition. First Killer boomed it all the way down to Complexity, who gave it right back. And then Raisel again on the backboard. He's getting edged out.
Complexity do get out. First Killer waited to see who was going to go first. He has so much space that he knew he didn't have to jump first. But wait, AJG leaves it. Oh, the ball strikes!
Raise Bull coming alive. He's not getting bumped, not getting demoed. And he can finally come forward for a shot himself. Good looks from FaZe Clan CRR. Goodbye. And we'll take the midfield pressure, but I guess it's not going to work out. If Mist can say something else, a flip reset, and it's all by himself.
It's mechanical Mist. He's shown up to play. A demo underneath opens some space. AJG, all he can do is watch, and he flips off. And Mist gets a free.
To see First getting involved as that aggressor. He doesn't always have to throw himself forward, but you want him feeling comfortable and in position. Typical has been quiet, but not anymore. We see his name pop up.
Now first, it's an AJG error, and this time, it's just a little too aggressive from Raisel. There was no clear path on what was going to happen to that ball. AJG still recovering in these last two series.
If you remember how this series started out, FaZe Clan were happy to get their first goal and then cruise for the rest of the game, the rest of the few minutes that we had. CRR off the defender and in.
And it's AJG activating drill mode on the pop-up here. Gets the pop-up real close. CRR jumps but so far back, and they still got a touch on the ball. Fakes the air dribble, goes for the bump instead. Not successful this time.
We'll see how that previous game enhances the confidence of FaZe Clan. Already they look to be a different team, adding on to the consistency. They got the defense under control, and now they're able to excel on offense.
Raisel nowhere to be found, and AJG was the one to follow up CRR.
Massive clear down the other side. Complexity. If you can get your counterattacks under control, I think this is your game to win. All this space is yours to take.
CRR has a little bit of it off the ceiling.
There it is.
Raisel. Beautiful connection.
Just waiting for it all game long. CRR, the connection to the other side of the pitch. And a hammer into the back of the net.
Mist has to buy time, and he does so, giving Typical a chance out. Oh, Raisel on the reset. He dropped it! El Toro Mechanical!
You mess with the bull, and you get the horns. Flip reset. past the defenders, 2 of them flying. And
Raisbull puts it on the backside. Complexity in position to take this to match point. CRR on the wave dash, got another 50. Raisbull sweeps in. Raisbull, here he goes. He faked him. Strikes again!
CRR sets him up with the 50, and it's his for the taking. First killer flies above the ball, and
Mount left. Neo Tokyo, the storied field. What happens here? Do we go to Champions Field? FaZe Clan certainly thinks so. Typical scores.
getting off on the right foot. It's what's needed. It's what's necessary for FaZe Clan. And First Killer's behind the ball, gets a demo, a second follow-up.
And by Raisbull. Let's quiet down for a moment. Now a loose ball for CRR. Gets back to the top.
Oh, quick counterattack.
And there it is. First Killer scores.
The lights are on, but nobody's home. Wide open, complexity, fall forward. Three of them are stagnant in a line. FaZe Clan are happy to let the clock run down. 45 to go. And complexity still scoreless.
There it is, the goal!
Insurance granted for FaZe Clan. Raisbull up in the air, no touch.
They fought valiantly, but it's a pass to nobody. FaZe Clan own the pitch right now. 20 seconds left. Still nothing for complexity.
You feel like they have to score on this drive, and it's typical. The third, and what feels like final goal.
Typical, first typical. Threads the needle through the...
Goes all the way across. Down to 10 seconds now. And it's Vatira. Clear-cut MVP, especially if he converts here, but no. Another one, Dark opportunity. Boom! And Tonic, Exotic gets credit for the goal, but it went in off of FaZe.
It was off Sip. The shot initially from Exotic wasn't going in. It was going to bounce off the woodwork. 2 seconds left. Army Corps may have just stolen game 1.
Got to get this in the air, and they do, at least with a little help from K-Corp, and then Exotic gets one legit one for himself, and that puts the wraps on game number 1.
Maintaining a high level of play under the most pressure.
Or FaZe Clan. But no goals to show for it yet in this series. Typical. Converting First Killer downfield. He's got it! They caught K-Corp too far forward, and First Killer gives FaZe his first goal.
Love that from Sip. Puts it out in open space. First Killer able to find the mark if he hesitated any.
This one quickly. 37 seconds remain. Through the air, calling his own number and denied by Miss. Exotic now looking for Exotic. Couldn't find him. Net is wide open behind him, and it's 2-0.
FaZe Clan caught him out. Too far forward. Typical jumps on this one instantly after the pass misses from Exotic to Itachi. Who's going to be the one to do it? We've seen everybody step up on the side of Carbon Court. First Killer is trying to get that through. Typical with some control here. A shot, a goal! They score late in game 3.
All eyes on Typical as it looked like he was going to try to corral that. First Killer calls him off at the last moment. Corp will have one good look left at the FaZe Clan net at most. It's back deep in their own corner. Exotic with a full tank of boost, deflected by First Killer, who scores at the death of game 3.
First Killer finishing the job in game 3. Follows that one all the way through.
Killer will watch as this one goes over top. Started to turn. Both him and Typical all the way back to Vatira. Dispossessed. Here's Exotic. Needs a little more help. First Killer bringing it dangerously across, and Exotic made him pay.
He had to read there. Exotic knew exactly where the ball was going to go. Sets this one up, puts First Killer in a tough spot, and has First Killer playing right into it. Put that in the back of the net. They're still trying again. Itachi pulled out too.
Twice we've seen K-Corp in these playoffs take their time out,
Itachi!
come up with wins afterwards, and Itachi has them well on their way now with 3:14 to go.
Look at the control. to the top right corner.
Only as far as Itachi, no, Typical got it towards first killer. It's wide, and Exotic has this all the way. Time, but not a lot of space. Still got it through, and he's got another!
Exotic forcing his way past FaZe there on the sidewall. Look at this, picks up the ball, gets it over Mist's head, and is able to just get to it before Typical does.
And the blue wall rising up again in the corner to our back left. Typical with first killer across the way, didn't get anywhere near him, and neither did Mist get anywhere near to this. Itachi adds another, his second. It's a runaway at Utopia.
You know how Carmine Corp operate. They will continue to...
Typical will try to create, but he doesn't have anything in the tank, and Itachi swats it away. FaZe sent into retreat mode again. Itachi around the boards. There's Vatira, finally on the board himself.
And you saw FaZe's best push there in game 4. All it took was Carmine Corp to get boosted up. They get right past them. The statement, Carmine Corp will not give up here, as they almost have this game in the bag. FaZe Clan have shown some signs of weakness, especially in this game, as it's getting out of hand. Everybody with 2 goals on the side of K-Corp after that one.
We would just like to apologize right now for content that is actually considered obscene in some countries. This is as big out of Carmine Corp. 14 shots to 3 as the clock hits 0. The ball headed netward one more time. Why not?
He means business. Look at this one more time. Off the ceiling to the top left. Is that clear from Exotic? Sent way downfield.
Typical couldn't quite play this further forward. Missed and first killer.
Well, he's open.
Mess of this. They went for the same ball at the same time, and it cost them dearly.
A little bit of a breakdown there. Vatira is able to spin that straight to Itachi, who will clean it up.
For Sip, neither happens, as Typical has to turn back on this. Center pass.
Watch out.
First killer denied by Itachi.
Bit of a triple commit there on the side of Carmine Corp. Now missed across the stick and missed. We'll get the last touch as it goes in. FaZe with the equalizer.
Great recognition by Typical, realizing he can turn on this and bang it home. Them just yet. Exotic's gonna make a quick turn. Itachi's up. He meets first killer. Now Exotic for Vatira for the lead. No. Follow. Yes. Itachi.
Again, that pressure starts to build. When Carmine Corp's doing the ball, you got to get the clear out right. Didn't have the best touch. Vatira jumped over him, and Itachi
on. First killer now to the skies. And too strong to miss. Stepper goes over there. Can he get up in time? No, he can't. Missed with the follow. First killer is lurking. There's Sip. It's still available.
Oh, he back with
Miss will finally get the touch he needs.
FaZe just out-pressure Carmine Corp there. Look at the speed from Typical. Itachi in a tough spot. And Vatira's trying to race back. Bumped miss. Carmine Corp. But now Carmine Corp trying to push back. Final 10 seconds. Itachi off the ceiling. He's going for the win. He gets that one through. Exotic to finish. No, not the best touch. Vatira! Calls game!
MVP does it.
They are so smart, being able to read it and cut it out. You need a little bit more if you want to get past these guys in the midfield. As Vatira going for the bump, setting up Exotic. Exotic! Bang!
He scored the first 3 goals for Carmine Corp in this series, and he's got another to add to the tally. Make it 5 now.
A blue wall.
Trying a couple of high-low attacks, and it's just not working. First killer has that taken away, but this is launched now.
Demo
by the play. Oh! Run it in! Miss ties it!
It's the extra effort for FaZe Clan. First killer with the bump, trying to get in front of Vatira. Vatira gets there at the last second, but missed.
Important now for K-Corp to work as a team out of the zone. Vatira dumps it back in now with 10 seconds left. He scored at 0 in Game 5 to put K-Corp in this